say, nah, but I really like her, because you don't want your friends to react like, oh, he's a punk, he's in love, this young and with this girl. Like, come on. That's not it. That's not it. You treat people the way you want to be treated. You have to think those friends are not going to be with you the rest of your life. And when you're alone, listening to them. And then you be careful because you have the friends that will say, I'm not falling in love. I'm not loving on nobody, man. You're stupid. An hour later, he's at his girlfriend's house though, and they're in love, and he's talking about he want to marry her. But when you discuss it and talk about love, it's like it's what, danger. Like, no, we don't love here. So you have to be careful because people will tell you one thing and react in their own life a different way. And here you are broken up with your mate or your lover because you're listening to them and they're home with theirs, giving you bad advice. But they're taking not their own, obviously, and doing what their heart tells them to do, which is what you should do. You go by your heart, not by what anybody tells you. Because a lot of people come with motives, and you know that. People could be telling you bad things about your lover or your friends because they don't like them or they're jealous. So you can't listen to everything that you hear either. But at the same time, like I told my daughter, again, a lie always start from a truth. Remember that. So, though the person may be lying, there may be some truth to that lie, though. It's just that by the time the lie gets to you, is dissected, people added to it. It's a whole, whole different circumstance. You're like, what? What are you talking about? That's not my situation. But when people are done, so, but yeah, you have to be careful who's bringing you information, you know, because the people could really like your lover or your friend and they want to cause a problem to break you up so they can be with the person. So you have to be careful. And I'm not saying that's what the case is all the time. No, no, no. But you have to be careful because sometimes people do have motives. Like, we are living in a day and age where, you know, that happens. But that doesn't mean it's justified. So when you're telling someone that you love them and that's from the heart and you don't mean it, that can set off a lot of problems. Not just for you, but that person, because some people feel like, oh, what did I do wrong? He don't love me anymore, and they take it out on themselves. Some people will go really far to hurt themselves, or because they can't understand why you loved them and then you did what you did and now you don't love them. So you have to be careful how you treat people because you also have to answer to that. Like, you have to answer to God why you treated that person the way you did. I know, like I said, when we're young, we do a lot of crazy things. But as you get older, you're learning. You're not supposed to stay in that same stuck position of not progressing. Like, you're still playing little childish games, having kids all over the place, not taking care of them. Telling every girl you love her, and you know, as we get older, we supposed to grow. We don't stay in our mess. That's my point. And And we all know what love means. I don't care what age, you are or get to. We all know the true meaning of love. Okay? It's just what you will accept love to be in your life. Abusive love is not love. Like I said, people playing with your mind, telling you that you're only one for them. They love you, but then they talk down to you, call you out of your name, um, or even the people that are abusive. You're in abusive relationships, and a lot of them can come from more than just about um relationship of them thinking you're cheating, the person you're with. A lot of times I've seen where people beat up their lover because they didn't like dinner, or they didn't iron their clothes right, or wash them right, different little reasons like that. And my heart goes out, because that is not love, that's slavery. There's a difference. To love someone is to truly love someone. You care for that person. You don't want to see that person hurt. And you definitely don't want to be the one hurting that person. And love, you will go out of your way for that person. You would do just about anything, for the person, if you love them. So, love, when you say that word, make sure you know the true meaning and you really believe it, because people will call you out on it. These days now, I don't think people really want to even hear the word, because a lot of people go through a lot in their lives where people are saying they love them, and they hurt them, or they get hurt. And of course, I speak from experiences. This is why I come to you guys and, talk to you guys, because I've had a lot of life experiences and I just want to share. And someone may be going through some of the things that I went through, and I can help you, or any manner, help. You can, like I said, hit me up under my comments, and I will have a way for you to get in touch with me. But we have a lot of things that is going on in the world, and people are suffering, like people are hurting, people need help, and it goes way more than finances, and of course, I know we need money to live, but people go through a lot, and a lot of times they don't want to talk about it because they don't trust people, because of the things that they have been through, and they don't want anybody to run their business. And a lot of people just don't want the drama, basically. But why we can't just love on each other and help each other, be happy for each other, instead of oh girl, I love you, and that person don't. Like, you can be friends with people, and they say, oh girl, I love you. A couple of days later, they're talking about you, or whatever the case may be. But that's what I'm saying. You never know what someone is going through when you're picking with somebody, lying to somebody, and doing bad, evil things or mean things to people. The answer can't always be hate. Somebody has got to start somewhere. Like, the world right now is in shambles. as we speak. And me, I would personally like to be a part of trying to bring some peace. By talking to you guys, it can help you open up, and maybe something that I say you can take and be like, oh, wow, I never looked at it that way. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we need to talk more, and understand each other more. Everything that comes out of somebody's mouth is not necessarily disrespect to you, like people get jealous because you want to step out and do your own thing, and you have people that hate that. My point is, you're not gonna have everybody loving or liking you. Is my point. If you're trying to please people, let me help you right now. You're not gonna please everybody. It's just not gonna happen. You have people out there, and it's just some people, some things about other people rub them the wrong way. That's just people. We're all different. Like, we all have different attitudes, we all have different ways of thinking. So I can't knock your way of thinking because it's something that I don't believe, just because your religion is not like my religion doesn't mean my religion is better, so a lot of times, like, people, we're not gonna always be on the same page because we all think different. You have some people you meet, you think a lot alike. But at the end of the day, we all have our different opinions, and, like, we all have different things that God put us here to do. Like, this person may be gifted this way, that person may be gifted that way. Personally, mine is I like to shed love and light. That's me. That has always been me. Anybody that knows me, that really knows me, know that about me. I'm always about trying to keep peace, and I'm all about trying to keep the love, And if more of us do that, like, can you imagine how that would, change a lot of things in the world? If we really help one another, because we're at a time, like, people, when you tell people you love them, and they take it with a grain of salt, and that's not a good thing. When I tell someone I love them, I want them to believe it, not questioning, like, does she have a motive? Or why she telling me that? What is she trying to get from me? So, my page is about talking, expressing, and helping. And that's what I'm about, Rita. Love is a powerful word. Powerful. And, what I'm saying is, if you don't love someone the way you're telling them, then don't use that word. There's other words to use, other than love. Because a person is going to see by your actions. Believe me, you can only fake for so long, and that person is going to eventually see right through you. And that can, like I said, it could be bad, because then you have people that want to get violent about it, hurt you. Some of you've had your tires slashed, your car scratched, windows broken out. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. You don't have to go to that next level of lying, telling somebody you love them when you don't, you know. And yeah, there's different types of love too. You know, I love my friends, but that doesn't mean I'm in love with my friends. You know, I love my friends. They're my friends. I love them. I want the best for them. I want to see them do well. You know, that's what real friends do. When you go to your friends, you know, or even loved ones, and they can't support you, they won't even show you support or love. Um, when you're getting yourself together and when you're trying to do better for yourself, yeah, that's a problem. That's not love. That's jealousy. So you have to, like I said, be careful of who is telling you that they love you. And like I said, a lot of people come with motives. And, you know, love can be abusive too, many ways. And people use people with that word. You know, people get hurt using that word. Love is a powerful word. So what I'm saying to you today is, if that's not how you feel about someone, when you're telling them that, don't use that word. There's other words. I like you. I really care for you. You know, but love, no, because it strikes a person heart worse when you say I love you and they find out that you were not telling the truth. So, and that can get violent, you know, like I'm saying, that you have people that don't want to hurt you for lying to them, and you know, they feel stringing them along, you know. But what I want to on my page is bring, like I said, love. Love, love, love. And if you don't feel that way, you know, just let the person know. Be honest. Be honest. Like, we go through enough as people in the world right now. You know, politicians, you know, the climate change, and people are different, you know, and it's hard to show true love too, because a lot of people are out there in the streets just not being fair with love. Like, they're seeing other people cheating. So, you know, it's very hard for people these days because of what's going on in the world and how a lot of people are being treated. They shun that word, don't want to hear it, don't believe it at all. You know, they don't. And you can't blame them because of their experiences, you know, but we don't ever want to make somebody feel like they're not loved, not wanted, or used. That's not a good feeling. Or even abused, you know, that's not a good feeling. So I would love for us to show true love to each other. Like, and yeah, like I said, you don't have to be in love with the person, you know, but it's a mutual respect, you know. I love you. God wants us to love each other. And like I said, it don't have to be a boyfriend, girlfriend, or husband love. It's a general respect of love for your brother and sisters. That's all I'm saying. Um, while we just can't be there for one another or try to help, you know, instead of trying to use or take somebody for what they have, or lying, you know, to get what you want, when it doesn't take all that. Like, it really, if your A game is on point, you don't need to do all that. Telling people they love them, they get what you want, and lying, you know, you wouldn't have to do all that. Like, all of that is not necessary. Be mindful. Everything you do, right? That's gonna come back to you in the dark, the light. however you do it, we are going to be held accountable for everything we do to somebody. So, this is how I think. I do what I want people to do to me. Like, if I don't want to be treated a certain way, I'm not gonna, treat somebody else that way. Yeah, so that's how you have to look at it. Like, I want people to treat me the same way I treat them. And no, a lot of times you're not gonna get that back. Because this is what I'm saying. A lot of people don't know the meaning of true love. So they feel like when you show them love or give them love, and they think that they're showing you love too and giving you love back when they really don't even know how to love you. But I respect the people that try, like, even if they don't believe it, that I'm like, okay, they'll at least try and hear you out and see where you're coming from. And then you just have the people that just hide behind their lies, for love. And a lot of them believe that by using the word love, they can get everything they want, They can get away with a lot by using that word. So that's what I say when I say love is very dangerous. Because you have to be careful how you use that word, love. Now, God loves us all. That's a love we don't ever have to question. you know, the heavenly realm. God loves us all. And think about it. Look at the world. I mean, look at the things that go on in the world and how people are, the things we do. And that goes for me too, because we're all sinners. I don't care who tries to clean that up. And no, I don't do those things. I don't act. We all sin, right? We all sin. We're not free of sin. We all sin, you know. But if we can show more love, like people really get offended, by that. They feel like, why is she coming in trying to make peace, or why is she coming in talking about love? Well, why is she? Come on, people. Like I said, we living in a time now where things are so not good, and people are going through things that are very hurtful, and a lot of people feel like they don't need to be here anymore. They want to take their life. And it's sad. So that's why I'm talking to you about being mindful about when you're telling people you love them and you don't mean it, because you really just don't know to what level people will take that, and they believe it. So you will have to pay for that. Be mindful of that, using that